A really sweet idea is for a bride to have a first look with her dad before the ceremony. This is usually done right after she's dressed and really gives the bride and dad a special moment together privately where he's able to see his little girl dressed in her bridal gown for the first time before walking her down the aisle.
First of all, it's really important to start with the eyes first, because when a bride is doing a dramatic look, you can kind of see the fall off. And I'm still blending, but it will just really make those green eyes pop. All right, Diane, so next up, I'm going to set her brows with a mascara brush, and one little trick is you just spray the brush first with a little bit of hairspray, and then we'll just comb them out.
Again, this is a great tip.
Great tip.
Hey, I'm Julie Staley. I'm the owner of Old South Studios. We capture weddings here in Charlotte. About 6 weeks before the wedding day, it's a good idea to circle back around with your photographer and talk about a lot more specifics of the day. Things that we typically ask our brides are, who are the people that you're closest to and are most important to you? We want the first names of your parents, your siblings, those college friends, sorority friends, who's in your bridal party that's super special to you, so we can make sure to include them on a detailed shot list.
I would say on average, the bride is ready about 2 to 3 hours prior to her ceremony start time. And we always save the bride for last so that she's the absolute freshest. So I'm just simply taking my fingers and brushing through some of these curls. You look beautiful. Do you want to go walk to the mirror and see? Sure.
Well, thank you, LRT, or AKA Lindsay Reagan Thorne, Be Pretty. I really appreciate your time.
Thanks, girlfriend.
With the Charlotte Wedding Insider on location at the Ritz-Carlton with Erin. Thank you so very much.
Hi, I'm Carla Eustache with Style Perfect Events. One of the wedding trends I'm seeing in 2016 is food and beverages, reimagined classic cuisine and cocktails. Gone is the day of the chicken plate. Couples are wanting to infuse more of their personality through food in their wedding. Some of the food trends we're seeing are food trucks for late night snacks, family style dinner service, which is awesome. I love when my couples want to infuse family style dinner service. You get so much more interaction.
For 2016, any current wedding trends in cake design?
Of course. Texture is something that we've been seeing a lot of. It adds a lot of visual interest to your cake, which helps it become more of a statement piece in the room. So something like the ruffles on this will definitely bring that trend into your cake.
Another trend we're seeing in the food and beverage realm, craft cocktails and beverages. People even love to see flair bartenders at their events. So couples are really personalize their wedding, not through just monograms, but just really showing their guests what they enjoy.
Something else that we've been seeing is having some metallic shimmer in your cake, but keeping it just to one tier so it doesn't overwhelm the whole cake design. Something else we really like is having a grouping of some smaller cakes. So maybe 2 or 3 cakes about this size displayed at different heights. It'll bring, kind of make your own cake bar at your wedding.
One of my new things, and I had a bride and groom a couple of weeks ago that decided that they loved eating donuts. They created this incredible dessert bar with donuts. A little bit different than having a wedding cake, but it created a memory for them and for their guests. So you create these memories by finding something in your childhood, something that you and your husband found together as you went to college or as you met, that creates something unique.
Have you added anything else that really, brings to memory that is really unique?
Well, this summer we had a couple, and one of the things that was about their personality they really, really wanted to celebrate at their wedding was the love of video games and also books. And so we used books as an inspiration throughout the entire reception. The escort card table was a card catalog that we filled with flowers and lemons and cards. Even on some of the cocktail tables, we created arrangements that were coming out of books. But then this is a nod to the groom's video game fund, we did little miniature Mario Brother mushrooms that were tucked in throughout the arrangements, and specifically where he would see them, just so that he was important as well.
Was that a surprise to him?
It was a surprise to him. He didn't know it was coming.
Did he laugh?
He did. They took one of the mushrooms on their honeymoon with them.
That is too cute.
My name is Michelle Gruning, and I'm the Special Events Director at the Mint Museum. The advice I give to couples that are looking for their perfect location for their wedding is to choose somewhere that's really going to fit the feel of your evening. If you want to pick a location that's a blank slate, it's perfect for customizing and bringing out exactly who you are as a couple. If you're looking for somewhere to keep all the events of the evening as close as possible, Choose somewhere that offers a ceremony and a reception site so that your guests arrive at one location and can enjoy the whole evening without having to travel. It's important to choose a venue that can fit your guest size. If you have a group of 300 guests coming to your reception, don't pick a location that can only fit 200. It's important to make sure that not only you, but your guests are comfortable and have the best experience possible.
So one trend that we're seeing a lot of in 2016 is sequins, metallics, anything sparkly. It's making a huge comeback from the cake table, making a statement, to the linen, to all of the guest tables being sparkly, golds, rose gold, champagnes, blushes, to even draping with sequins and metallic draping for the backdrop for the altar, or just to define the reception space. So one of my brides worded it best, I think, when she said, I want to bring old Hollywood glam, but I want to introduce it to modern day glitz. And I think that's what it is with sparkle and sequins.
A popular trend is to use an array of different linens for your reception. Whether you incorporate different colors, patterns, or textures, have fun and mix and match and really give your room visual interest. If your ceremony venue allows you to customize the number of seats on each row, try to do an even number. Knowing that most of your guests have a spouse that's coming with them or a significant other, this will help maximize the seating, because the last thing you want is for guests to skip a lot of seats and then you run out of room and have to have the last minute guest stand at the back.